It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bucs and the Broncos, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
From Denver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course a quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A good start. One play, 10 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Brady. And this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Brady to throw again. He completes this to Russell Gage. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Fournette, a first down carry. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Time for our first look at the Denver offense. And, of course, the new face of the Broncos, 9-time Pro Bowler while in Seattle, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. There to stop it was Carlton Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Williams going to get it again on second down. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Wilson to throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game. Like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They run with a veteran of 8 years now. It's Melvin Gordon. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Wilson. Got a man open. It's Sutton. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They run. It's Williams. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was 4-down territory. They went for it, picked it up. They didn't get the touchdown, but what a great consolation prize. A new set of downs and another shot at the end zone.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Williams will score. Touchdown, Broncos. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Williams. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll run it with Williams. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Here we go with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. So a big call there on their opening drive. They go for it on 4th and goal. It pays off.
And I think, Brandon, they were feeling like they needed to match that touchdown on the other end. They didn't want to give them an advantage by kicking a field goal and being down here at the outset.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. It's 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Brady. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth 1st quarter of play. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. "7-7", our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cameron Brate taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 14-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, open man, he completes it to Judy. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Brady.
That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
This one taken in by Otten.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 38 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly, and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. There's Evans again, complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From just shy of midfield, Brady, and his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The Bucs on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Brady going to throw. And the catch made by Johnson.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Bradley Chubb able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes one extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They begin the drive with Williams. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson back into his end zone. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. He's up to the 20, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Gordon on first down. Dances by him. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Wilson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Wilson will throw again. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to drop this one down to Gordon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Shaquille Barrett. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Fourth down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal. The kick by McManus is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Williams.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They go play action now. Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great effort there.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Darden now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Russell Wilson and the Broncos set for another offensive series. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Over the middle, complete to Judy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the right side this time, here with Gordon. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Shaquille Barrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, try to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Brady.
Evans has it left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
On play action, now Brady. And Brady, the tight end's got it.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field where his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just filled the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So Brady departs, and on it's Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver's offense ready to go again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has the 1st down, a play going for 15 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to run about right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to start one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 81 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead will shrink to 6. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Wilson.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
Throwing on first down is Brady.
He's going to drop this one down to Bernard, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff to Fournette. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Brady going to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by McManus is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a play fake. Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Bernard. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. He finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Brady now to throw. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Succop for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. That time a 9-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Denver's offense now set to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 2nd down and 3.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Gordon will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Now McManus for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 9. 2:24 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Complete right side to Otten. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they look to cash in. Excellent field position. 4-yard line, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Williams will try again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Brady to Gage for a Tampa first.
The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Brady.
And this one caught downfield by Evans.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Now Brady again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Brady's saying let's go as he'll hustle him to the line. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Second down at 5.
Here's Brady.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Again, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now Brady, gotta have this one. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.